Hey, traveler. Paimon.
What up? How's it going?
Paimon knows that voice.
Of course you do.
Over here.
Hi. What are you doing in Poisson?
Actually, we've run into a bit of trouble on the home front, so Father arranged for us to stay in Poisson for the time being.
So you're saying nearly the entire organization has moved to Poisson? Sounds like you've run into way more than just a bit of trouble. What's really going on?
She forgot to pay rent.
Since the two of you are so curious, perhaps I can fill in the gaps.
You're here.
Hey, how you doing?
You know, on second thought, maybe we don't need to know. It's all probably super confidential House of the Hearth stuff, right? We totally weren't trying to pry or anything.
No need to be nervous. I could sense your genuine concern from your conversation just now. Of course, I can also understand your confusion. Sending so many Fatui here to Poisson, it's only natural that some might suspect an ulterior motive to be involved.
We still have our reservations about your organization.
To be frank, it all stems from a certain rumor circulating around the House of the Hearth. It's an internal matter.
What sort of rumor?
That the Knave avoids paying taxes in Fontaine.
A rumor that a certain phantom child is hiding away in the House of the Hearth.
Persona?
A phantom child?
Phantom thief?
Ooh, just hearing the name is giving Paimon the creeps.
A spirit that should have long ceased to exist is lurking in the shadows of the House of the Hearth.
But why?
So I decided to bring the children to Poisson before continuing to investigate the situation.
Poisson?
I expect I should be able to track down the spirit fairly quickly. After
Nice.
that, it's just a matter of resolving the situation, if you will. It shouldn't be much trouble at all.
I couldn't help but feel intimidated during that conversation with the Knave. Now that she's gone, I can feel like I can finally breathe again. She also suggested that we stick around for a few days. But why?
It has long been a dream of mine to invite you to our home and introduce you to my other siblings. You're quite well known in the organization already. A lot of people have been talking about you, especially after everything with the prophecy. If you're willing, why don't you stay a while and have a little chat with us?
Be a quote-unquote house guest. Do I want to be a house guest? Do I really want to be a house guest for me? I don't know where I should go. I found the location. Oh my god, break it down now. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, whoa, they got bumping tunes in Poisson. Where the fuck? Oh, is it down here? This is the house? Oh god.
Is it my time?
We rented
didn't
this
let me
house for
bring
one
out
of the
my
locals
wings.
to use as a temporary base. I'll come back later and tidy up a bit. After that, it should be all ready for you to stay in tonight.
Hell yeah.
Awesome, thanks. So, where are we off to now?
Canada. Help Lene distribute the supplies into the people that need it, you know? Yeah, that's what's going on. Talking, we all talking. Hey, how you doing? Look at
Lenny,
me.
you're finally here. The supplies. I'm assuming you've...
Forgot him? Yes.
Brought them with me? Yep, here you go. Hello? Something caught your eye? One at a time, please. Don't crowd around them all at once. We don't want to scare off our guests now, do we?
Oh, it's all right. Gotta say, Paimon didn't realize we were this famous.
Of course! Father and Linny have told us so much about you. I heard the Traveler is so strong that she can move a mountain with her bare hands.
Hell yeah.
I heard Paimon eats so much that she can clean out the entire pantry at Hotel de Boer in just 3 days.
Yes. That's the only thing Paimon's got going for her. It's kind of a problem. We had an intervention, but it didn't work.
Well, we'll talk to you all later. We've still got supplies to distribute. So, what do you think of the members you've met so far?
They've certainly got a lot of personality.
Well, Father is always encouraging us to be strong-willed and independent.
Yay.
So if there's one thing we've got, it's people who aren't afraid to speak their mind. Well, I should probably get cooking. Wanna join?
Sure.
Of course!
Then let's head out and... Uh-huh. Fremine, what are you doing here?
He's also part of the House of the Heath?
Well,
Hey, nice to see you again!
oh, you too. I heard you're here as guests of House of the Hearth.
We were just going to make some food. Why don't you come along? I could use some help in the kitchen, and I seem to remember you mentioning you wanted to make seafood soup for the traveler in Paimon.
Seafood soup? Like what, you're just gonna put a fish in some water and call it a day?
I just wanted to see if there were any extra supplies.
Maybe.
Yeah, we've got some left over. What do you need?
A gun, some rope, and some police tape.
Some food and water, and some clean cloth, if possible.
You mean clothes?
No problem. Give me a second here. Food, water, wait a minute. What do you need all of those for? You're not on any missions as far as I'm aware, and you were just going to come eat with us. So what's this all about?
I thought I'd grab an extra portion because I get hungry at night. Could be because I'm growing, you know?
Fremine,
You're lying to me. Don't lie to me.
you remember what I told you? You're not like me. Your lying skills still need some work.
So tell me, what's up?
Tell me what's going on. Is it really bad enough that you have to keep it from your own brother?
Maybe it'll be better if we gave them some space.
Nah, I want to know what's going on. Spill the beans. Do it. Spill the...
This is the first time I've seen that kind of look on your face. Whatever happened, does it have something to do with father?
Yes, she's thirsty, she needs food, and she has no clothes because they were covered in blood or something.
Just follow me.
You're back! Oh, and you've brought some friends with you this time.
Hello, my name's Linny. I grew up in the House of the Hearth. And you are?
I'm also a child of the House of the Heart, just like you. You can call me Clairvy.
Clairvy? Clairvy?
It's nice to meet you.
From the looks of it, I'm guessing you were the one that found her, Fremine. You, haven't told father, have you?
No, father will kill the child.
No, I haven't told anyone. I've just been keeping her hidden.
So you've committed treason.
For how long?
17 years.
About half a month now.
So ever since we got to Poisson, then. Do you have any idea what you're doing?
Yeah, treason.
I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
Really? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like you're hiding the very person father has been trying to find. If father finds out about this, everyone involved is going to be punished.
I couldn't just hand her over to be dealt with. Not when there's so much we still don't know.
So what's your plan then? You can't keep her here forever. Someone is bound to find out eventually.
I haven't thought that far yet. I don't want to disobey an order from father, but I also don't want to put Clairvy in danger.
Danger.
Those two sure care a lot about each other.
Who are you? And why are you in
Well,
my
they got a
game?
funny way of showing it. From where Paimon was floating, it sure seemed like they were about to bite each other's heads off. No way. They have a really deep bond. I could tell right away, because I also have a friend like that. Oh, looks like things are getting kind of heated between Linny and Fremine. Maybe we should go check on them.
And then it just cuts to Lene and Ferme, and they're just like, "What the fuck were you doing?" They're like, "I'm sorry, I was trying to check." And then they just like start fighting.
I need you to promise me that this will stay between the two of us. We're the masterminds behind this whole thing.
Monokuma?
No one else gets involved. Can you?
Of course.
All right. Then let's seal the promise just like when we were kids. Fist bump on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
But What a surprise! What brings you here, dear sister?
You're an idiot, brother.
Why? He's not. He's a smart man.
I've seen Clairvy around the House of the Hearth before. I hadn't seen her in Poisson, so I figured she must not have come with us. But it turns out you were just hiding her.
So, what's the issue here?
I heard you talking about your plan. Rather than steering clear of the situation, I'd rather fully join in.
And screw it all up and tell Father. Father, you got treasons.
If you don't agree, I'll have no choice but to report everything back to Father. Simple as that.
It's called blackmail, ma'am.
You're not giving us much wiggle room here, Lynette. Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy, we'll figure out our next move.
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
Yeah, it was so good that it just reappeared. That's how good I am.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
I walked through the front door.
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The Knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place.
There's another roster, but it's the roster of the dead.
The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be. In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster, unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
I'm dead, so I can vouch for myself.
Perry, she's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Me three.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those
Sherry?
names are on the roster. But it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
Go to the supermarket and get me some Gatorade.
Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
So, Fatui, Harbinger, what's it like? Maybe, where is she? She's somewhere down here. Is she on that? I was about to say, is she on the buoy? She's right here. Child! About fucking time! I haven't seen you since you got kidnapped and left to the prison.
And child!
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well...
Booked it out of there.
I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
Unfinished business, Paimon. Stop prying into people. What does the organization mean to you, though?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Which,
about
by
Tusser.
the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
Like, what do you...
Why would I betray them?
I have a feeling you would. Like, I'm pretty sure you would tell the children, like, come on, kids, get in the car, we're going to Peter Piper Pizza, and then you'd take them to a back alley or something.
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least, that's what I heard.
The Knave betrayed the House of the Hearth? So does this mean what Claire said was true? Does the Knave really treat her children like test subjects? As the conversation shifts to the topic of Tanya and Tutser, it's the type of conversation that will usually leave you falling asleep, but
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going.
it's 7 o'clock.
Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, we should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Maybe.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna kill over.
Thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
Arlecchino. It's me, Arlecchino. The moon, the stars, the light. Turn down the waves. Shh. What?
I opened the window while no one was looking.
You can open windows?
Look how pretty the outside is.
She did her wish. There's nothing here. Her window.
Only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value, and you're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough. You're saying the Knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross. I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Well, tell me. Like, explain.
Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother. Mother?
Father.
But she doesn't deserve that title. She's disgraced it and tarnished it. And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand. Perry? There's that name again.
Yeah, Paimon, Perry's dead. Get a brain already.
Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling.
Like what?
It almost feels like she's not really here with us. Paimon can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
She's a spirit. It could be anything. Anything.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer.
Let's go ahead with the plan.
I have a question.
Oh? What is it?
Have the Knave and the Doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Answer my damn question.
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the Doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Clairvy seems to think the Knave and the Doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the Knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her.
What, she fell asleep on the shore or something? Like
Lynette,
what? Was she
you're with me.
crying?
Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone.
Okay.
All right, let's get to it.
There she is. Hey girl, you spent the night here for some reason. So, what's up? Are you espresso, or?
So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Without Child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Us? Distract you? Good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere?
Are we going swimming?
Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
So you know everything then?
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient.
And then like 5 minutes later, it was like, Knave, Lene shot himself. We should release the pigeon that Lene gave us. Go, Birdie. I've been holding you in my pocket for so long.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time.
And boom, here comes the Knave and kills the bird.
Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Linny and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
What about you, girl? You got a literal children kill list.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than... Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
So she's gonna for real just kill them?
I would imagine Linny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives.
Oh, true.
As for Filion, Nantoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
Okay, they're U.S. government.
Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
So she's going to talk to Neuvillette. Okay. Yo, what up? It's me.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
Respect.
Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you've brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
We're being held hostage.
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing. Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined to accept your proposal.
What? I don't know if that was a good or bad thing.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions.
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Wait, I want to try that water.
What exactly were you talking about back there?
Business. Mr. Business.
Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of water, and then some kind of irrigation scheme.
Business. It's business talk. You wouldn't understand.
You really want to know?
Yes.
I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Oh my god. You're either gonna kill your children or you're not, girl. Like, which is it? The Knave may seem relaxed, but she didn't seem to be joking earlier when she said those who betray the organization must pay with their lives. I think she's serious about punishing those kids. In other words, I think she's serious about killing her children. How should we stop her? Find out next time on Game Grumps. Paimon has that look right there where it's all like, no bitches?
Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Crucibina, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Crucibina was the Knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Tevat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Crucibina came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
Oh, so it was the previous Knave that was stupid.
Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit. Perouer, on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Perouer weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Perouer suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Perouer could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Perouer, the very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Perouer end her life. From that moment on, Perouer's journey was one written in flames. This is the place where Perouer killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared.
Here they are, Father.
You gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me. Lenny!
I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first I believe certain scores need settling.
Are we really gonna... There's no way.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
I'm confused.
You chose to conceal a threat to the house. And for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
Who?
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Oh, well, I don't care. Kill the background characters.
We accept our punishment.
For talking out of line for some reason.
Chaplot, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
Just let them leave.
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
And so it shall be.
It shouldn't, shall be.
Father, please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Yeah, don't kill him. Like, what the fuck?
Linny, you
suck.
I also agree with Linny.
An order once given cannot be rescinded.
Damn, it's a huge sword. Basic, but...
Did you hear that, Traveler?
No, I fell asleep. What happened, Paimon?
Lenny and the others have to duel the Knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
Yeah, if they truly believe.
If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Is executing them really what she wants? No, she just wants to fight.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less likely to escalate.
When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation. and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
I'm leaving.
Traveler?
You're asking to join the duel against the Knave?
So it can be a 4-player team.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Where's the god of Fontaine when you need him? Oh, she has wings? Boom. Uh-oh. She's going Super Saiyan. Nebulette, how the fuck could you let this happen in Fontaine? You are a horrible Archon. I say you're worse than Fenty. Cedar 2-floor waves, very rare. And now this is when shit gets real. Give me some dubstep. Oop. That was the cheapest shot ever, girl. Miss me. Miss me. Miss me. Whoa.
The sun and moon have set. Only ruin.
Oh god. Uh-oh. There's balls everywhere. Ah, shit. Oh. Honestly, where is Nebulette? Whoa.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that was cool. That was cool, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, Father!
She just stood there and took him. Oh, whoa. Where's the third one?
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
With my basic traveler's sword, I will kill thee. Where is Nebulette? Kill the children. It's me again. I got a better sword.
You're stronger than I expected.
What? She's part of the fucking Akatsuki now or something? Oh my god.
A crimson moon. I can't move.
Grab.
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Well, that's what you say.
I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand. Clairvy.
And it just ends? What's gonna happen? Oh, they waited to nighttime.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that?
Yes.
Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate.
According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Ooh. Final cutscene.
You've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.